Welcome to the Law of Attraction Secrets podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Graziano, and today I'm coming to you with a heavy heart. Today I'm coming here in candlelight. I'm sitting with a candle lit, coming to you with prayer, coming to you with peace and offerings of hugs and love during this hard time that we're facing, during these fires in LA. And perhaps you're listening to this during other struggles that you're going through in the world. Perhaps you're listening to this during a hard time of something else that you're facing. I hope that this reaches you today. Actually, being someone who lives in LA with my babies is terrifying right now. And without going into too much detail on what we're facing, as it's very evident by being here and everything we're going through, I want to focus today on how you can get through this, how we can stick together, how we can unify, how we can rebuild our confidence, our courage, our goals, how you can step into a new version of yourself through such a challenging time. And now nothing will replace what has been lost. Nothing will replace the things and the possessions and the peace and the love and the homes that have been lost in the lives. Nothing will replace that. And we're not trying to, but we are trying to come together to find hope today. So I truly hope this reaches you. Send it to a friend today. If you've enjoyed this episode, if you are enjoying this episode, send it to someone in need today, someone in LA or someone wherever they're facing that trial right now, that challenge in their life. And I hope it reaches you. So I'm going to give you 3 tips today. And these are things that I have personally used through tribulations, through moments of my life where I thought there was no coming out, through when I had an illness, in fact, and I was bedbound. I've used these 3 tips to get up time and time again, to stand back up time and time again. The first one is start where you are. Start where you are. You don't have to fix everything at once, whether it's looking at that place you've just lost or the things you've lost or whatever it is you're facing. This episode can apply and these tips can apply to anything that you're going through right now, anything that you've lost in your life and anything that you're grieving over. So start where you are. And by that, it means just making that one phone call, gathering the essential documents, or just resting. Small steps, what we call stepping stones, make a massive difference over time. Start where you are. Start exactly where you are. Look around and think, what is a small step I can do today towards my main goal? What's my main goal? My main goal is getting back up, feeling amazing, feeling like I can do something great again, feeling like I'm worthy, feeling like a family again, feeling like I'm whole again in some way. What can I do? What is a step towards that today that is going to take me closer to that goal? Who can I call? Or perhaps the other way, who can I help in this situation? What's one thing I can do towards that? Right? There's 2 sides to this. So if you're listening to this and you haven't been through it, but you want some hope through this hard time, you want to help people, then think of one thing you could do today that is going to help someone on the other side to get through what they're going through right now. So what is something? Write it down, just a small list of things. What are things that you can do right now to start getting closer to that goal? Start where you are. Okay? So simple. Step number 2, tip 2, know that you are not alone. You are not alone. Many others are facing the same struggle right now. Someone else is in your shoes, and if not worse. Someone else is stuck in Gaza right now. Somewhere else in the world is facing fires, hurricanes, volcanoes. All kinds of terrible things are happening right now in the world. War, famine. Someone else is facing something, so just know you are not alone. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Tomorrow always comes. The sun always rises. The sun always comes up. The sun always comes up. and takes away the darkness. And we don't fight darkness with dark. We fight darkness with light. We don't fight bad with bad and evil with evil. We fight evil with good. We fight evil with kindness. We fight evil with love. So with this, I encourage you to lean on community networks, support groups, local groups, or even connect with online forums. For example, wildfire survivors, things that are going to help you to speak to others going through the same challenges, to help us be there for one another. Ask someone, what do you need? What can I do for you? Someone will always be there for you to lend a helping hand. Just ask. So just know you are not alone. I want you to think about ways that you can be in community right now, groups that you can get into. You know, my scripting society on WhatsApp, completely free. I'm going to put a link to it below for anyone who needs it. Come in that space. It's a group where we just positively motivate and encourage one another every day. There's so many amazing people in there, just like you. People who are going through a challenge right now, who are caught and just want support and love. This is a place for you to feel loved and heard and supported. It's completely free. Look for places like that where you can go into, where you can feel heard, where you can feel supported, where you can share your feelings, your inspiration of the day, or maybe you can just share the grief that you're going through and have hundreds or thousands of people there to listen. We are here for you to help you. We are here to guide you. There are so many groups that you could join right now. So many things. Just Google it, go online, go on Instagram, go find something that makes you feel loved right now. Perhaps even takes your attention off it. If I could just take my attention off the grief for a second, that's what I would do. That's what I am doing. And I'm continuing with the things that I can control because there's so much that I can't control. So I got to put my focus into the things that I can control. We can't control the climate. We can't control the winds. We can't control so much about the earth right now. But we can thank God that we're alive because somebody else did not make it through today. Somebody else didn't wake up today. Somebody else didn't get the opportunity that we have today. So I want you to think about that and be so grateful for the things you do have. Which leads me on to my third point. Gratitude. Seems so easy and so hard. Someone's sitting there thinking, how can I be grateful right now? Grateful for what? There's so much to be grateful for. You're alive. You made it through. You survived another day. Think of 10 things right now that you could be grateful for. I want you to pause this video and think of 10 things that you can be grateful for right now. 10 things, just 10, that you can be grateful for. 10 things that you can see right now. 10 things that you can feel right now. 10 things you have right now. Your family, your friend, your child, whatever it is, your home, perhaps you still have your home. Or perhaps you have shelter. Whatever it might be, that is what you want to focus on. However small it may seem, it is so beautiful and powerful. And if you can write down 10 things every single day, as soon as you wake up and right before you go to bed, if you do that, you will reframe your mindset. You will reframe your life. You will reframe the challenge. That hardship can lead to growth and resilience. This very hardship, the thing you're facing right now, can lead to growth and resilience. It can grow you. It can help evolve you. And one day you will look back on this the same way we have looked back on challenges we have faced before. COVID, perhaps you've been through another war, perhaps you've been through something else challenging. maybe not as devastating, maybe more devastating, and you got through it before, so you will come through this stronger and stronger. When I look back at how we all came together during COVID and when we were all in quarantine and things like that, when I look back, I look at me and my neighbors and how we all came together, and we'd all stand on the street and we'd all be together around Christmas time outside, because that was the only place we could meet, outside for a walk. And we would go together and we'd walk and we'd stand and have mulled wine together during that time when we weren't allowed to be around people. I was alone on Christmas Day. I remember that vividly, thinking I'm alone right now with my child. And I was a single mom thinking I have no family here. I'm alone on Christmas Day. It was the darkest time. But I knew that there was light at the end of the tunnel, and I promised myself that the year after I would not be alone. But I do remember going out onto the street with neighbors who I'd never even spoken to pre that whole time that we went through. And I started speaking with them, and we had some mulled wine together on, I think it was the day after Christmas, on Boxing Day, but whenever it was. But we were together and we were in community. And the point is, as I share this story, it is being around other people. It is having that love, allowing that love in, allowing people to help you. Coming together after disasters to rebuild stronger. And we can rebuild. We can rebuild, and we will. And I know that if you stick to these 3 things every day, if you stick to just being today here, 1% better every day, just take 1 foot at a time and keep the faith. Keep the faith. 1 foot in front of the other. Keep the faith. That is all you got to do. 1 foot in front of the other. Keep the faith through this hard time, through this challenge. 1 step at a time. Not 10. You're not trying to go to the end of the race. You're not trying to win the whole thing right now. There is nothing to go for up there. It is 1 foot at a time, 1 brick at a time, 1 step at a time, and you will rebuild you. You will rebuild your family, your life, and we together can stand and have a renewed sense of purpose and a renewed sense of self and love. We deserve it. You deserve it. I truly encourage you to take action today and take 1 step every day. Whether it's calling that neighbor, donating to a relief fund. If you're listening right now, help someone. Go online, find the people that need it. Go out there, donate meals, do whatever you need to do to help someone today. What can we do to make this nation a better place, to make this city better? How can we heal it? And I want to end today on something with a blessing. I want you to close your eyes for a minute if you can safely. I want you to place your hand on your heart. Inhale into your heart and exhale. Feel the love growing in your heart. Again, inhale, exhale. And on your next inhale, I want you to breathe into your heart and send out the love on the exhale to LA, to Los Angeles right now, to the place that you are sending healing to right now, that is going through grief, that is going through a disaster, devastation. Send that love now. Send that love out. Visualize that love being absorbed by that city. Send it like a blanket over that city. And now send white light to that city. White light all over that city, like protection. Keep sending that white light stronger and stronger and stronger until you cry with joy, until you cry tears of love, until you cry tears of gratitude. Send it. Keep sending that white light. Cover that city in protection. Cover it in protection right now. Cover it in white light. Protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For all the people who are listening now, and for all the people who will listen, and for all the people who have listened. Sending that protection. We love you. I love you. You are always loved. And I just want to remind you that while the journey may be tough, you are capable of overcoming this. Thank you so much for being a part of this space today and listening here. Please share it with someone who needs it. We need each other right now. Support someone today, whether it's sending this to someone to help elevate them, lift them up. Send them a hug, a cup of tea, whatever you can. I love you, and I'll see you next time.